So another important thing that we should do is, if you are a parent, is teach, you're fine, is teach your children the truth of God. Give me that Proverbs 22 verse 6. The scriptures tell you about teaching your children, lying your children, and inadvertently sacrificing your children to Satan and idols is not a good thing, okay? Every year a lot of people take their children, right, and they have them indulge in rituals. That's what Halloween is. That's what the Christmas tree and the presents is. What's some of the other things they do? Easter egg hunting, right? But also behavioral wise, you want to teach your children right from wrong. You can move that in. You want to teach your children right from wrong, because if you don't teach your children right from wrong, they're going to end up growing up and being renegades in society. And I'm not going to sit here and act like a lot of I'd be a liar and a hypocrite to say that a lot of our children are being taught the ways of God from young. They're not. That's why they grow up to be teenagers and they become gangbangers. What's some of the other things they become? They become internet influencers that are taking drugs. They're tattooing their whole bodies. They're doing satanic rituals. They're popping pills. You have to train your children from young so that when they grow up, they'll be accustomed to knowing the ways of God. And a lot of our people, you're not doing your job. And that's why the man, he can look at some of the things that's going on and say, look at these people. What an embarrassment. And then we all get stereotyped into thinking none of our children are raised right. Y'all are just raising thugs. Y'all are raising gangsters and bums. And that's not the case. So we're going to go over some scriptures concerning that. The Lord covers all corners, man. He covers everything in the scriptures. Read that out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right. What does it mean to train? What does it mean to train in our own words? To teach. To exercise certain duties. To give a curriculum. To educate. That's what it means to train. So you have to train up a child in the way of the Lord. Now again, back to what I was originally talking about, right? You got these 4 individuals that were found guilty and given life in prison for killing the rapper Julio, right? And in Florida, a life sentence means you never get to you're not getting free. You go in as a number, and when you die as that number. In Florida, in the state of Florida. So you have this kid, he's sitting in front of the judge, and they're discussing his future, like he's a piece of livestock. What was it they were saying?
Sweat equity.
Sweat equity. They're talking about the sweat equity they could get off of their new slave, based off of the crime that he committed. And in America, if you do the crime, you're going to do the time. But if you teach your children right from wrong at an early age, hopefully they can avoid the prison system, especially down there in Florida, because they waiting to fry your little behind. You want to go around killing people? You want to run down on the ops with the chopper? They will gladly put your ass away, but they will also make you. What did you say it again?
Sweat equity.
They will get sweat equity out of you. And a lot of these Fortune 500 companies, they're glad for more bodies. They want more bodies to do their industrial work, their factory work. That's free labor right there. Go ahead, huh? Damn near, yeah. I mean, there's a cost. You still gotta feed them and house them. Go ahead.
But they wanted to give them the death penalty.
Right.
And then they were like, nah, let's
Yeah.
let him work.
Right. They were like, damn, he's nice and young. He got some strength. He'd be a nice worker. Yeah. Because, you know, in prison, they're the ones making a lot of the products you buy in Walmart and all these other places. For what? $1.30 a day? You know what I mean?
Sometimes they don't even pay them.
Right. It's a major business.
And if they don't work, they'll punish them. They'll put them in
Right.
solitary confinement.
Yep. And you sitting there thinking, oh yeah, see everything's cool while you're out and you're free. You're doing your little gang banging. You know, you got your little gun, your chopper, your switch. Everything's all fine and dandy until you face that judge. All of a sudden now you crying. Why you crying? You're fine. Go ahead, go ahead. You get in front of that judge and all of a sudden now you want to cry. Why you crying, buddy? They got videos of these guys making music rap videos, talking about running down on the ops. This is a product of you not being a parent. You yourself not being raised right. So how do you undo these things? By coming back to the Lord, reading the scriptures and apply it. That's the only way. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 30, verse 1.
Yeah.
He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod.
Right. He that loveth his son calls him often to feel the rod. Now, in modern society, they don't want you to put your hands on your children, but yet the cops can shoot them dead in the streets. That don't make sense. You don't abuse your children, but you know about a hand tapping. You got tapped before, right? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with a nice hand tapping or a slap on the behind. That's what the scriptures is talking about, the rod of correction. Go ahead.
That he may have joy of him in the end.
Right, that he may have joy of him in the end. Because it's not a joyful thing when you see your child on the news responsible for killing somebody or getting killed themselves. Out there talking about their gangbang. That's not a joyful thing. Go ahead.
He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him.
Right, chastisement means severe correction or criticism. You're supposed to chastise your children. That's your responsibility. You made the children, chastise them, correct them. Go ahead.
And shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Right. So now you have something to rejoice about when you're around your acquaintances. You're fine. You can walk through. You're fine. Go ahead.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Right. You grieveth the enemy when you teach your children. When your children know how to act right, your enemy, that's when they look at you and they feel some type of way. It is. Read that again, huh?
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Imagine that. You teaching your son the right way grieveth the enemy. Go ahead.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
And before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Again, another moment of joy. When you see your enemy upset that your children's in line. Now I bring my children out here. Right? They're not pants sagging, tattooed up and all that nonsense, at least right now under my roof. I don't know what they're gonna do in their adulthood. But I teach them the ways of the Lord. They go another Chud the Builder. Hey, turn the camera on them. They go Chud the Builder right there. See him? Let me get this on camera. We got a Chud the Builder. Don't be surprised if you start seeing a whole bunch of Chud the Builders out here. Look at them.
I heard there's already copycats.
There's already copycats, yeah? Chud the Builder. And you know what? They're going to go out of their way to look just like him. That's their hero. Because they think they're fighting for a cause. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Though his father died, yet he is as though he were not dead.
Do what?
Though his father died, yet he is as though he is not dead.
What does that mean? Though your father died, is that if he didn't die? Because your children are a reflection of you. If you don't teach them the truth, if you don't teach them about God, then guess what? When you die, they're going to be for the streets. You either teaching them to be like you, which hopefully is a man or a woman of the Lord, or you teaching them to be thugs and gangsters and gangbangers and drug addicts. That's how it goes. Go ahead.
For ye have left one behind him that is like himself.
You have left one behind that is like himself. That's what you leave behind. Someone that's like you. And hopefully you are a good representation of the Lord, or at least of something good. Because I will tell you, there's some parents out here, you ain't worth a damn. And I'm not perfect as a parent, but I know I'm not out here acting like a YN going towards my 40s, out here with my pants sagging, chasing all these thoughts on the street. That's not how you're supposed to be. When you die, your children are supposed to carry on your legacy. What is your legacy? Selling pills? Chasing tail in the hood? All you know is video games and alcoholism? So you got to be right in order to teach your children to be right. Because after you die, your children is damn near going to be a replica of you. Go ahead.
Verse 5. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him.
Right.
And when he died, he was not sorrowful.
Right. Because when you're about to check out of here, if you know that your children's right, man, what you got to worry about? But guess what? You added stress to your own damn self if you didn't do a good job with your children. You're about to pass away, and you know you're about to leave some demons behind. Especially as a father. Because a father, he's a muscle in the household. He's the enforcer. Go ahead.
He left behind him an avenger against his enemies.
Right.
And one that shall requite kindness to his friends.
That's beautiful right here. He left behind him an avenger of his enemies. Right. Meaning, the same protocol you had as a man, right? Your son is supposed to carry that on. Right. But if you ain't teaching your son to be a masculine man, that's another thing too. I've seen unseemly videos where you have fathers kissing and hugging up all over their sons, man. It's a sick world out there. Go ahead.
He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds.
Right.
And his bowels will be troubled at every cry.
Right. What that means, you not allowing your son to be toughened up. What's your interpretation of that? You gotta read it again.
The 30 verse 7. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wounds, and his bowels will be troubled at every cry.
Right.
If you put too much pressure on your son, that's what it sounds like it's saying. You're gonna be going through it mentally all the time. It's like your stomach gonna be turning all the time.
Butterflies.
They get nervous about what is my son doing. I got so much pressure on him. What is he doing?
Okay.
How is he gonna turn out?
Right.
I don't know if that's right.
Okay, I respect that. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful.
Right. That's talking about not correcting and not watching over your child. You have to be watchful of your child. What did it say? A what?
A horse not broken becometh headstrong.
Right. So what do you have to do with a horse? When you see people trying to tame a wild horse, you almost have to rough it up so that it'll be in subjection. If not, that horse will start going around the stable kicking everything. You see a horse start kicking, it's out of control, or start bucking, you won't be able to get on top of the horse. So that means you have to put your children in subjection under you. You got to break them in, so to speak. Go ahead, you're good. Read.
A horse not broken becometh headstrong,
Right.
and a child left to himself will be willful.
And a child what?
Left to himself will be willful.
A child left to himself, meaning he gonna want to do what he want to do, he or she.
Right.
And that's not the makings of a good parent-child relationship. Allowing a child to do whatever they want. Mind you, these scriptures were written thousands of years ago. Look at how they applied in so-called 2026. Seamlessly too. Human behavior doesn't change, it's all the same. That's why these scriptures applied back then and they apply today. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 9. Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to heaviness.
Right. Means you can't play with your children too much. Sometimes they have to see your seriousness. Like I play with my children, but they know when it's serious time. Even though some of them have a hard time not smiling and laughing, even during serious time. But, you know, you as a parent, you have to be in control. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him.
Right.
And lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end.
Right.
Give him no liberty in his youth.
Right.
And wink not at his follies.
Right. Read that again.
Give him no liberty in his youth.
Give what?
Give him no liberty in his youth.
Give him no liberty in his youth while he's young. Keep him in check. Go ahead.
And wink not at his follies.
And wink not at his folly. What's folly? He's talking about foolishness. If you wink at something, that means you're ignoring it. What was you asking? You was asking me something just now, right?
Yeah.
What's up? What called? The Bible, scriptures.
He said it's cool.
It's cool? Okay. Well, we out here every Saturday. Come out here and learn something, my brother. All right? All right, go ahead.
Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 12. Bow down his neck while he was young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child.
We got now you know that they don't stand for that in 2026, right? Read that again. Because the words of the Lord is above all things. Go ahead, wait till this guy. He had a mama's boy spirit on. That's why I ignored him at first.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was like autistic or something.
You think he's autistic?
Man,
I thought he was a mommy's boy. Yeah. When the way he said it, I think he said, "What's that?" Yeah. See, that's another reason why you go to your school? That's exactly why you as a father, you got to get behind your male children, or you potentially raising a little daughter.
You didn't say what's up to your friend?
A little boy girl, man. And as a man, you have to see. There was no daddy in the car.
Yeah, he was with
No
his
daddy in sight.
You can make the judgment from
No daddy in sight. Is he like that at school?
It's horrible.
He's like a sugar cake at school. Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Well, see, I guarantee he don't have a father around, and if he does, shame on him. But you know what? This is 2026, and you have men you got grown men that are accepting of anything now. They got that guy. He came, the son. I guess he came home in a dress, talking about he's going to prom, and his daddy was proud. Had his male son in a dress sitting on his lap taking pictures.
Wow.
So that's how you know the father got sugar in his tank too. Right. But we don't stand for that, man. The men of the Lord don't stand for that foolishness. That debauchery. Here we go. Another uncouth fool. Right. Folly, man. Continue on.
Read that again.
Yep.
Bow down his neck while he was young.
Right. Bow down his neck while he's young, meaning you're going to humble him. Go ahead.
And beat him on the sides while he is a child.
And beat him on the sides while he's a child. You're not abused, but you're gonna have to give a little tap on the side. Go ahead.
Lest he wax stubborn.
Let's see what?
Lest he wax stubborn.
That's how your child gets stubborn. When you don't tap him. You got there's certain folks, they say absolutely nothing to their children. F you, mom. No. I'm not going to bed. They be up watching TV with mommy. 10, 12 o'clock at night. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all drive safe now. Go ahead.
And be disobedient unto thee.
And be what?
And be disobedient unto thee.
And be disobedient unto thee. Right. I'm not raising no children. Lord don't raise disobedient children. Go ahead.
And bring sorrow to thine heart.
And do what?
And bring sorrow to thine heart.
Now you see the polar opposites, right? Earlier, we said if you train your children, it's going to bring joy when you're around your acquaintances. But if you don't, you're going to bring sorrow to yourself if your child is out of control. And then when you're getting ready to die and pass away, you know you got an out of control child that came out of your loins. And that's your fault. Go ahead.
Chastise thy son and hold him to labor.
And do what?
Chastise thy son and hold him to labor.
Right. In modern times, they can say that's what? What's labor? Chores.
Chores.
Yeah. A lot of these children today, they don't got no chores. Their chores to play video games and eat dinner when mommy makes it and go eat and repeat. Go to school, be a badass, have failing grades, do summer school and repeat. Go ahead.
Lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee.
Lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee. Now your children are a representation of you, so however they turn out, it's at your hands. Not to mention, in our communities, you have a lot of single parent homes, which is something that we got to come back to the Lord to fix. You're not going to be able to fix that by coming together on your own. It hasn't worked. In your religious system, they don't care about two-parent homes. They're all against that. Go ahead, brother.
It goes into another.
Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we just want to touch a little bit on that. If you don't raise your children, you don't train them in accordance with what the scriptures say, bring them up in the ways of the Lord, then you're going to potentially be raising demons, which doesn't help our situation. You not doing your job, matter of fact, you just going around and spreading your seed everywhere and not tending to your seed. It's like you plant a plant and you don't tend to it, guess what? It's going to get absorbed by the weeds. It's going to be for the world. It's going to be for the streets. Same thing with your children. You train your children, you raise them up so that they can be productive members of society. Society's already messed up. Our air's polluted. We got BPA in our plastic. You got Red 40 in your candy. They're trying to inoculate you with poisons. We don't need no more baby children, man. Raise your children, be obedient to the Lord. With that, we say, Shalom.